Once again, they're coming at you with another 2x KO dev update. Now, was not expecting this one because they dead ass low-key kind of like the original Teemo or Teemo trailer. They kind of just dropped this shit out of the blue and we just kind of gotta react to it. But tight shit, this shit 15 minutes. I don't remember what the last dev update was, but 15 minutes is crazy. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see it.
Hello everybody, I'm Kyohei.
Okay, see they having a little too much fun about this shit now. I did see this. Somebody left a comment on my last video. They told me that he was in that Teemo, or I don't know why I keep want to call him Teemo. Teemo was in the league since like the the alpha phase of the game. I think that's what he said in his comment. So if I remember, so I'll throw it up on screen. If not, I think he said alpha of the game, and I was like, damn, I didn't know he was in the game now on. That's kind of crazy.
I'm a designer on 2xKO. Today I'm here with...
I'm Alex Jaffe. I'm lead champion designer on 2xKO.
Today is about Teemo. Finally, Teemo. So Teemo is a character that I learned about before I even learned about League of Legends. From the beginning, I knew he was like off-meta, meme-y, quirky character.
We've been asked, specifically, the request has been weirdos. And I mean, I think Teemo is a really stand.
Yeah, because that is the thing that, like, in a lot of fighting games, when you have like some, like, for lack of better words, safe picks. Because like you got a few arcane characters in there. You got Jinx and Vi. Some people are like, okay, you got to throw them in there because arcane, you know, being as popular and as recent as it is. But a lot of people are like, I want the weird characters. They're like, I want the, for Mortal Kombat, I want the Baraka. I want a Melina, even though she looks normal, she's freaky. A Gearus, because he's like different, you know. They want like the variety of characters, and I understand it a tad bit, but I'm also kind of just like, sometimes I just play dead ass the basic main character of the game. So I feel you with having a variety in the roster size of the game, but I'm also just like, at the same time, I don't be tripping.
Stand up, regular, respectable guy. For some of you, he might be weirder. I think he's gonna do a lot for the game. I'm really excited for him.
So Teemo is a Yordle. And Yordles are this magical creature from Bandle City. And within Bandle City, there's this organization called the Bandle Scouts. And Teemo is at the head of it. I really want to mention
he's the Scout Master type.
Scout for Teemo, because our kit in 2xKO really takes an inspiration from what we thought or what we imagined how his daily life as a Yordle, as a Bandle Scout would look like. In result, we have Teemo using devices to help him float,
That's kind of cool how you can like run up and parry the mushrooms.
Like, devices to help him float to a Bandle Scout would look like. In result, we have Teemo using like devices to help him float, to get around trains. And we have shovels to dig up some treasures or whatever. We got a lot of flavor of the Bandle Scout in Teemo's kit here. As you can see, Teemo is a very small, tiny little character. And in fighting games...
Okay, so he has like a custom UI above his bar to represent his mushrooms, his darts, and his slingshot. Okay. And he is small, so he comes up to fucking bronze D.
That usually becomes a big issue for the opponent. There's Hitboxes all the way up to the top of the tuft.
Oh, to the top of his hair, or to the top of that thing on top of his cap. I was like, how the hell is he hitting him?
Make him feel like an average height champ, maybe around equal height. To compensate for his width, we have his backpack and some naps attached to it.
I think y'all found this really good balance. Where like Teemo is shorter. There are some options with against Teemo, but they are pretty rare. The entire game is sort of tuned around Teemo in a way. His crouching height specifically, like every attack in the game, if we want it to be generally reliable and not kind of more of an edge case situational thing, that bottom of that hitbox goes just low enough to hit a crouching Teemo in the head.
That's good that they didn't just make him, oh, he's small. So every attack damage should whiff on him, because that shit would get infuriating. We'd be like, you need to change the hitbox for him.
Characters, a lot of people...
Speaking from a multiversus player who had a lot of people complaining about shit like that.
Yordles specifically, we knew we wanted Yordles in the game. We've been telling you for ages, like, we wanted to find a way to put Yordles in the game, and guess what? Dear reader, we did.
Okay, let's talk about Teemo's kit a little bit. Let me start with Teemo's bread and butter.
I'm not gonna lie, that blue kind of tough, because like the red and green is aight, but just like This just seems more solid because he's wearing like more blue with the yellow accents instead of green or with a bunch of red and other accents sticking out. You know, this feels a lot more coordinated of a color scheme, at least to me. This one is like more Christmassy, like vibrant. I like the like kind of, for lack of better words, like I said, color scheme than like a lot more like just straight. His outfit's blue with white and yellow instead of red with green with the yellow with some other random colors thrown on there.
Water. It is the mushrooms.
Delicious, like bread.
S2. Yep, Noxious Trap. So on the top of S2,
Noxious
Teemo jumps back, places the mushroom right in front of him.
So that's got trap. Okay.
Moving forward and throwing mushroom, he moves forward. And if you're moving back and throw the mushroom, he moves back.
Do they bounce up in the air and blow up, or do they just blow up?
You can also, you know, like if you're jumping forward and throwing mushroom, you can land with your mushroom. There are many ways to play around this. Mushroom can be removed by the opponent's attacks. Another way to remove the mushroom is to just hit Teemo. Another way to deal with this is to get in proximity and just by blocking it or by avoiding it. And it's not really just a trap either for Teemo. Teemo has a lot of interactions for his mushrooms too. As you can see, Teemo can pretty easily set up his shop or his mushrooms. As you can see, it also goes away after 7 seconds of inactivity.
That's
7 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a long
if you place
time.
a mushroom on top of another mushroom, it bounces on top of it and it jumps forward towards the opponent.
Yeah. So that's that last bounce was kind of far.
Interaction he has is that he has this move, jump down A3. It has its own purposes, like a combo window move. But if you use it with the mushroom, he jumps up and he can move here. He's free to move afterwards. Another interaction he has is shovel. This is his crouching forward A3. He pulls out a shovel and digs the ground. It has other uses like anti-air, OTG. But
about that one does OTG? You'll throw the mushroom?
It launches the mushroom forward, and while it's launching, the opponent could get hit by it. You may have noticed when I was exploding the mushrooms, but as I explode the mushrooms, he had 3 icons on top of his meter. First icon is the mushroom badge. And as Teemo uses this mushroom and explodes the mushroom, it keeps filling up and keeps gaining the badges. And once he levels up, he gains the ability to spawn poison cloud from his mushroom explosions. The mushroom also looks a little different, indicating that it's
Does he just permanently keep that?
And if the opponent stays inside the poison cloud, the opponent gets poisoned and they suffer a little bit of DOT.
Okay.
We've got dual layers of annoying here. Screen filling up with mushrooms, you try to break them, and you're still holding that poison. Okay. That's really like, in my mind, that is like the core. Like Teemo has a bunch of fun tools. He's got a lot of fun toys to play with, but the mushroom is really like the thing that defines his identity more than anything, right?
Let's get to the second badge. This is the dart badge.
It doesn't seem like it goes away, so it seems like once you level up the mushroom to that point, you just keep the ability to keep poison mushrooms, which is kind of nice. I wonder if it resets at the rounds.
And the dart in his kit is his L normal. So this is his light attack. You can press lights consecutively, and Teemo shoots darts up to 3 times at a time. Like this.
He's spamming
he can
them
do
bitches.
This in the air as well.
In the air too? Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is quite a strong tool, and we think this is like one of the defining features or defining ways that Teemo is going to play neutral and or zoning against the opponent. You can see when you hit the opponent with the darts, Teemo gains 1
It's funny that they do a little animation.
He gains the poison dart.
More poison.
More poison, yeah. He gains the poison dart on the first dart that he does out of the 3. And this is the same for grounded.
There's not all 3.
Let's talk about the last badge, the Slingshot, the sharpshooting scout. On tap of S1, he just shoots a slingshot forward, but you can charge this. And you can shoot farther, and you can also do this in the air. I think this is the only projectile that reach full screen. And it also has like peculiar use cases.
Does Jinx Rocket not go full screen?
Example,
I did.
Which is more of a straightforward projectile. And Teemo has down S1 as well. He shoots up instead, and you can charge this the same as the standing S1 or air S1. Let me get to the badge part of this. So once Teemo hits 5 slingshots total, oh, by the way, you have to hit the opponent. They cannot block these to get the point.
Okay, that's good for that.
Teemo gets the slingshot badge and his rock. becomes fire rock.
It's so juicy. It feels so good to hit.
Yeah. One quick bonus that he gets for the fire slingshot is that he receives a little more hit stun off of this. So it allows Teemo to make this projectile into like a normal for additional combos. For
Okay, he can rock
Cool, so
loops.
that's the
Kind
main
of cool.
3 badges. That's great.
Yeah,
And-
I mentioned another interaction with Mushroom earlier, but I couldn't show. And
Oh,
this
that's
is
sick.
the interaction with S1.
The best of all of them?
It really extends like.
It does,
half the
that's
time
fucking
for
funny,
Slingshot
bro.
bullet. It really helps the rock.
Yo,
once
wait
it-
a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. That's kind of nutty. He uses the shovel. He throws out mushroom. He uses the shovel to throw a mushroom in the air. Then if he can time it right and shoot the mushroom at the right angle, there's the chance that he can bounce the mushroom off the ground, throw it in the air, right? That's what he did. And then potentially...
Time for Slingshot bullet.
Okay, no. He threw it in the air, then he shot the shot. He has the potential to throw the mushroom in the air, bounce a shot off the mushroom near the top of the screen, and it can come down in a different spot than the mushroom, which is what people are probably gonna be paying more attention to, and you can like get a cheeky little hit on your opponent. That if you can do something like that, if somebody's skilled enough to like actually do that, that'd be kind of crazy. Especially with the flaming one, because it gives you more hit stun. So you may actually be able to confirm into something depending on how far away you are from your opponent.
It really helps the rock. Once it bounces on mushroom, the opponent will have a hard time getting around it. Though the opponent can just strike the mushroom and stop Teemo from doing stuff like this.
You know, you always were saying, hey, it's really important for him to have some long-range tools so that he can get that pressure up to actually move the game forward, get you coming to him, right?
So these badges, they persist across rounds. So
They
once
do.
you get these badges, or once you accumulate points on these badges, you'll never lose them until the very end of that match. This is
Interesting,
Fortis
okay.
1. This is called Vandal Dash. Yep. On charge of Fortis 1, he runs in place, gains
He's a
momentum,
chargeable
and on
dash?
freeze, he shoots himself forward with a multi-attack. We generally consider this as like a combo extender, combo ender.
He doesn't hit the hardest, right? He's not the first character you imagine to just demolish
He can OTG
your
off
face
that
into
with the
ground,
shovel.
But you still need him to be satisfying.
You can
He feels
OTG off
good.
the shovel
I think it
multiple
feels really
times in the
nice to
combo, it's not just once.
Smash Teemo's entire body into your opponent.
Right. Before I want to talk about the last special he has, one unique mechanic that he has is done by just crouching on the ground, sitting still. If you press down, and this is not to be confused with down forward or down back, Teemo becomes invisible within 2 seconds, and while he's invisible, he is free to move.
What are you setting up for?
As you can notice, he comes out after a certain period of time, but while
Okay,
he's
so it's
invisible,
time-based.
he enjoys a 15% speed bonus, so he's
15% speed bonus? Nigga, what? You hold down for 2 seconds, get a 15% speed bonus, and then you could try to hit some dirty ass mix on your opponent. Oh yeah, nah, this nigga's finna be annoying.
he's able to get around the stage a little quicker, and yeah, you just can't see him. Of course, he can attack while he's invisible. Once you attack, he does come out though, so watch out when you attack.
Okay.
And another unique mechanic I want to mention for Teemo is the parachute. This is done when you're in the air. You can hold up to deploy this parachute. And then when you have this parachute deployed, you can move around with left or right. It's like a fun tool for Teemo to get around the stage. This leads me to the next special, or the last special. Yeah. Which is down S2. Guerilla tactics. Yep.
Guerilla tactics.
So when you press down S2, Teemo plants a cone of grass on the ground, and it grows over time.
Wait, this seems harmless.
It grows?
Right. After it grows, Teemo has 3 interactions with the grass. First is
Oh,
that
it does.
he,
Damn, I didn't notice it got smaller.
he turns invisible inside the grass almost immediately.
Oh, so instead of holding down, because if your opponent, you know, sees you trying to plant the grass, they may just throw a move that maybe goes far. Like Vi might do her little like armor move to go through projectiles. If you're trying to like use the mushrooms to set this up, then it's just like, oh, or if they see you holding it down trying to go invisible, they may, you know, try to charge at you like that. It's like, oh, okay, throw mushrooms, plant the grass, and you go almost invisible immediately in this. And it's like, oh, bet. Now you can get to your 15% speed boost a lot faster.
And unlike the crouching invisibility, he can actually move around and still remain invisible.
I love that in this tiny little space.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know where he is.
Yeah,
If that's
he
the
can go
case,
outside too.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. And it persists for a little while.
Right. When he's outside of the grass, he can press down his suit again to teleport back to the grass. If you
He did
like,
that in
don't
the air?
remember the grass was behind you, for example, and like Teemo just goes behind you and just hits you real quick from behind. There's another use for this.
I'm assuming
and
it's
that is
only,
Teemo can use
on the
crouching
ground, you
H
can teleport
burn
to
the
it.
grass.
Oh, that's just a move.
And once you
it's
touch
not
the
specifically
flame,
like
you
locked
get
to the
hit
slingshot.
up to 3 times, and you get launched up. Teemo can combo afterwards, of course. And another special feature about this fire is that once you get the fire and Teemo holds up, you can float on the updraft of the fire. Another interaction that Teemo has with the grass is that once you get the flame slingshot, he can set the grass ablaze with the
Okay, he
flame
can
slingshot
do
as well.
both. He can just
let's
manually
talk
do
about
it and
Teemo
then do
supers.
it off the slingshot.
So S1 Super, Vandal Sky Patrol.
There we go. You got it.
Doesn't really do that much
Teemo
damage
is
on its
his
own.
leaf copter. He flies around in it and he shoots 9 darts total. Teemo can decide to just bust out the super and just, play neutral like this, and the opponent kind of has to get around. Get
not
away.
exactly
Say
full
if you
screen.
have a double down fuse, you can use the super, pull your assists,
Oh, hold on, that's kind of sick.
and you can play around or play with the darts.
Wait a minute. I just thought something. Teemo with Jinx, technically 2 zoning characters, can be kind of annoying.
Let me get to the S2 Super. This is the Noxious Surprise, the big mushroom. Yeah, in principle, it works pretty similar to the regular mushrooms, or just a bigger version of the mushroom trap. It does hit multiple times, does more damage. So one difference is that it cannot be destroyed by opponent's attacks.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, ouch. Right. But to deal with this, the opponent can get close to the mushroom and either block it or maybe try to get away from it. Another thing for the super mushroom is that it actually counts towards 2 points of the mushroom badge. So traditionally, if you do a shovel on the mushroom, it just bounces once, replaces or moves to 1 plane forward. But if you shovel the big mushroom, it keeps going forward.
Oh, it just perpetually keeps
Okay,
moving.
let's talk about Teemo's ult. This is the ult, the blinding dart. Teemo shoots a blinding dart at the opponent. Once it hits, Teemo jumps up, throws a bunch of mushrooms at the opponent, drops some more on the opponent and himself.
Okay, it automatically does that.
This is a projectile ult. It does go pretty far, so like if you're here, you can probably hit it still. Yeah, it is invulnerable like other ults. Let's talk about assists real quick. This is Teemo's forward assist.
Forward assist is
the
just a mushroom toss. Okay.
Of course. But unlike the regular mushroom, he remains on the ground while he does this. That's partially because when you want to tag into Teemo once he's doing the assist, we didn't want him to be in the air. So that's why he's on the ground.
That's
but
cool.
Otherwise, it's basically just a mushroom move. And this is Teemo's back assist, the darts. Instead of 3, he shoots 2, but unlike the regular darts, they come a little staggered. You may have noticed that once the projectiles hit, the victim stays grounded. And that has a lot of implications for characters that can, I guess, like combo from the assist. You have a perfect combination here. If you can do like a ducking forward into,
Boom.
Yep. For someone like Jinx too, Jinx is
switch.
another projectile heavy character. I think Teemo can aid that very well as well. They just become like an actual bullet hell.
Wait, can you show me?
Yeah.
I want to fight your bullet hell.
Sure.
A little.
Teemo can set up his shop, and while he's doing this, Jinx is projectile combo. Yeah,
And then,
there's,
yeah,
like,
you
some
still gotta
things you
respect the
gotta
mushroom.
deal with even after you get through all these. Let me get to Teemo's.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be running this motherfucker because I don't know. I'm not traditionally a zoning guy. Jinx's special scenario, I was gonna play her no matter what she played like. But double zoning on my team, I don't know if I'm committed to that. I may hold out for another character, but this I can definitely see being an annoying ass combination because people love to play zoners and be annoying.
Super assist, the Noxious Sweeper. When you call Teemo for super assist, he comes in from the air
Oh my god.
I thought he was gonna be behind the opponent.
And he goes through the entire screen dropping little mushrooms. In a nutshell, this is like a screen clear assist, but obviously you can use it for pressure combos. Pressures might look like, because there are gaps in between, you can like cross them up. Yeah, of course you can go for high lows. In Teemo's case, we really wanted Teemo to be able to be played by like anyone, really. Like even beginners or even someone who's not really
He
played fighting
doesn't
games
seem like he
before
have
and
anything
just checking
too
out
complex in his
for the first
moveset.
time.
It was an interesting design problem where we knew Teemo had to be weird because he's a weirdo, like we've established. Anybody who sees him for the first time, thinks he's cute and just wants to play should get to. And I think y'all did an amazing job of threading that needle.
Yeah, glad you pointed it out. That's another thing we want to make sure on Teemo's kit too. We want to make sure that individual tools that
He
he
keeps
has
corner off
are
is super
individually
interesting.
fun to use. You know, at least these tools.
What?
It's pretty straightforward. It's clearly good and easy to use. So yeah, we're super excited. So
I ain't gonna lie,
that is
that's
it for
kinda
Teemo
sick.
today. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'm super glad that I was finally able to talk about Teemo and show y'all what Teemo's about. Thank you for watching. Please check them out in the early access that's coming soon.
Have a great time. Enjoy playing Teemo.
And he comes out on the 7th. This is a very interesting fucking character, dog. Like that combo in the corner that they showed off right here, bro. That was kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie, cause like he just looked like he has like some like kind of shit that you wouldn't expect to work. Like obviously him comboing with Jinx's bomb is kind of cool, but not this combo. So this combo is just into his level 3. But it's the other combo that he goes for, where he throws your opponent in the air and throws a mushroom down before your opponent lands, and the mushroom does damage to them. This combo right here, he throws out the poison mushroom as they're falling. The explosion of the poison mushroom launches them back into the air so that he can then combo off the fire slingshot to then do another combo, putting them in the air. And he can always OTG with the shovel into what this is his level 1, the dart, because I think his other level 1 super was the what the fuck is it called? Oh yeah, it's the mushrooms, where you pull out the big mushroom. So he I can see Teemo have some Teemo. Wow. I can see him having some interesting routes and interesting combos that he can go for, and it's really gonna be a character that you gotta see people do some nasty shit with him, because the fact that one of his supers is kind of like a screen clearing super where he can like just override and put the mushrooms all over the screen to force your opponent to eventually have to block them, will allow you, like he said in the video, to like potentially hit a mix up on somebody, because they have to stand still and block it, otherwise they're gonna get hit by the mushrooms and get a little bit of poison dealt to them. Or yeah, because all the mushrooms do poison. It's just he levels up the mushroom, does more poison damage. Like they just can take poison just by standing there and blocking it. So Teemo looks very interesting. If I missed anything in this trailer, let me know. Any references or any other like important things that maybe I missed out on. But besides that, Teemo looks cool, and I want to see how people play him. He's gonna be very interesting when people get their hands on him. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
I wanna be good, but I'm stuck being bad. I wanna get money and chill by myself. I wanna spend money, my family need help. I need me a girl just to help with the stress. Somebody to care, this hair, this rare everywhere. My fault is heavy, this chain is heavy. I know they gon' hate me, cause haters is plenty. I rode in an Altima, burned out a Chevy. Those times were heavy.